I'm still learning this YouTube thing. Y'all bear with me. I did a live video a few days ago, and I'm still learning it, so hang in there with me, y'all. So welcome to my front porch. I have a front porch and a back porch. I love my front porch and I love my back porch. So as time goes on, I'll be on my front porch, I'll be on my back porch, I'll be everywhere, y'all, because that's how I roll. Anyway, y'all, I have a lot to talk about. And this is really crazy. Really, really crazy. You see, I have an old ex-boyfriend, and his wife, I have no idea why, but his wife would always leave me bad messages about him and her getting married, and they together, they love each other, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm happy about it. But since she sent me some bad messages about him, her, and my ex old boyfriend, could care less, she also mentioned a very, very sweet man named Lonnie. Now, that put me in a different place, y'all. So right then and there, I did not like her. I confronted her. I messaged her. I asked her why was she doing this. Is she jealous? No reason to be jealous. I left him. Don't want him. Could care less. And that's another story, y'all. I can't wait to get into these stories because y'all are really going to either say I'm crazy for posting these. I don't really care because I'm going to get it off my chest. I'm going to get it off my mind, and let's do this. So there's my ex old boyfriend's wife. They are married, happily married. Thank you, Lord Jesus. And that's another story for saving me what God's seen and put me out of it. So she is on YouTube and always, always talking about narcissist men, gaslighting men, all kind about men, about her widow. She is a widow, and that is sad, y'all. That is really sad. She did lose her husband. Um, it was sad, but now this has been probably about 10 years ago she lost her husband, and since then she has been with men after men, and she also got remarried. I'm trying not to talk bad about anybody because I am not that type to talk bad about someone. But it happens to me all the time. I'm always talked about because I'm honest and I speak the truth. If I'm in the wrong, I'm in the wrong, and I'll tell you I'm in the wrong. But anyway, she goes on and on about all her men that she's been with. And it's sad because these men can't take up for themselves. So we don't know. We only know what the story she says, and it's her story. So that's fine. It's her story. But we never get to hear the other end of the guys. And it really sounded like he got tired of her and didn't want her no more. And I think that's what happened because she even said he didn't want her no more. So that's pretty much what happened, and that's why he is I can't say this word very good, y'all. I'm country, and I can't, I don't do all this thing, but anyway, he narcissist, man and a gaslighting man, blah, blah, blah. Well, let me tell you, it's always about her and her widowed, and that's another story, y'all. Y'all please go back on my YouTube and find where I have respect for others. Now, this is what I got upset about. Yes, I did. She got on YouTube and told everybody that her deceased husband's son went to prison and got raped and did this and did that and did that. And this is the same lady talking that she wanted custody of him because he's in a better place. But then again, she left her daughters. She left her two daughters all alone to defend for themselves. So that means the daughters would have been taking care of the boy. Well, anyway, and that's another story. There's so many stories, I don't know where to start. But if you go back to where I have respect for others and for me, she is now married to my old ex-boyfriend. No, I do not like him. I do not. I thought I used to really, really hate him for what he did to his mother. But now, I just don't like him. I think he is a toxic man. He is a little Puerto Rican guy. His mother was Puerto Rican, and she was a Spitfire, y'all. And they had a love-hate relationship. I lived there for about a year, and I loved his mother. But my ex and I kind of didn't get along uh, when I moved in with him. Things started changing, and one of those changes, well, that I seen was his mother. He was not giving his mother medication, and she was supposed to have been have Alzheimer's. She did not have Alzheimer's, and that was proven at the end that she did not have Alzheimer's. But Reuben did not believe in her taking any kind of medication. It was strictly vitamins. Strictly vitamins, y'all. And I thought that was horrible. Another woman that worked at the vitamin shop that he knew said the same thing. That, oh, I'm sorry if I'm rocking too much. I'll try to slow down, y'all, but I do rock. I love my rocking. But anyway, the lady said the same thing. You know, she needs to go to a doctor. Why, vitamins, that's not all the answer. Vitamins are great, good. I take vitamins. I don't take a bunch of them. I just take my, vitamin, one a day vitamin. But when I left, we had some issues because one of the issues was pills. Yes, he was taking pills. And I found out, he come twice, he came home really messed up. I don't even know how he drove home. Twice he did this, and I don't even know how he drove home. And it was from pills. And he would go to work. He's a house painter, here and there. He never really, really worked hard. He's an ex-alcoholic, and he couldn't even drive for 10 years because he was an alcoholic. He's not an alcoholic anymore, but he is skeptical of pills, drugs. Well, she put out a video the other day saying that on 4th of July, she thought he was having a stroke and he passed out. So she called paramedics. But come to find out, it wasn't. It was because of his pills and gummies. Well, I'm going to say this, and it's a true fact, y'all. And I'm going to talk to y'all one day about this, and it's going to be a while, about a year or two, because I'm going to have my son sit with me, and we're both going to talk to y'all a lot about drugs, pills, alcohol. Well, what happened was, and you're not going to convince me into this, he took his pain pills, and I'm sure he did some gummies. I'm sure he did some other stuff that his friend, I cannot mention in his name, but he does have one of his friends come over and gives him cookies, uh, gummies, whatever, whatever he wanted. Before then, as I was saying, he worked as a house painter, and these people that he painted their house for was high class people in the military. And his wife got in a little trouble because she was taking some pills, blah, 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 you know. Anyway, so he did get paid, yes, but half of the payment because they gave him pills, pain pills. Now, this has been a long time ago, y'all. 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I mean, I haven't, I only know what I hear and what people tell me, and I think it's sad. I really do. He, first of all, like I said, there's so many things I need to say, and I'm just rambling to one thing to another. I'm not a professional. Uh, I usually don't talk on YouTube. I do my videos and put them on YouTube, but it's all about cooking, my grandkids, how happy, I am, and I am, anyway, see, there's so many things I'd like to talk to y'all about. I'm not trying to be a YouTube blogger, because that's what they all call her, a blogger, attention seeker is what she is, attention seeker, and she wants everyone to feel sorry for her. My beloved too, my beloves too. Well, anyway, get back to the pills. What happened was he took too many pills and he passed out. And caretaker, yes, she is his caretaker. She is not a caretaker. She is not a licensed caretaker. She don't go take care of people in their houses and all. She takes care of her husband. She doesn't gather up all the little tiny pills that you take this and you take this and you take this like I did with his mother. I was her caretaker, not licensed, but I lived there and I took care of her. I made sure Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I made sure all her medication was in there. And so I was, her caretaker too. So, and I loved her very, very much. And she passed away. And that's another story, y'all. She passed away because of Reuben putting her in a home. Because when I left him, he said, this has all got to go. I need this house. I need my mama to go away to be in a home, and I need this house because he couldn't bring his girlfriends. He had a lot of girlfriends in and out of that house. And that's another story, and I'm going to tell you another story how stupid I am. How stupid I am, y'all. I am. I'm stupid, because I didn't know he was on pills. And anyway, he does pills. Reuben does pills. He does gummies. He smokes pot. And I guarantee some of the pot probably did it too when he was smoking that, because, when you do your pain pills, smoke pot, do the gummies, my gosh, you're gonna pass out.
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen somebody else pass out the other day from being too high. And yeah, you can get too stoned, y'all, and pass out. Y'all can do that. But anyway, I don't know how much time I have on here because, like I said, I don't know nothing about YouTube. I'm learning YouTube, and I'm sitting here just running out my mouth, and it's still going. I mean, it says like 15:43. Heck, I don't know. Do I just keep on talking? Okay, well, and that's another thing. Look at me. Look at my gray hair, y'all. I'm getting gray hair. Now I am a strawberry blonde. Yeah, I'm a strawberry blonde. And now with my age, I'm 68 and I am a proud to be 68 and I'm proud to be 68 and have uh 10 grandkids. Maybe well I have 10 and I have 3 step grandkids. And my oldest grandkid is 25. And anyway, we need to get off this subject because this is not the subject that I wanted to be on. The subject is why why does she go on and on and on and on? And she'll tell you, "Oh, I go on and on so people can learn from her." Well, if you look at her videos, y'all, dang, it was it was just bad. Her mom, I mean her daughters, how she left her daughters to y'all just check her YouTube out and you check her YouTube out where she talked about me. Yes, why won't she go away? Well, let me tell you, that's another story, y'all. When she put out the family member of her deceased husband's son went to prison and got raped and started talking some really bad things about his ex-wife. Everything's changed now. She's done another video. She had her first video. She had her first videos. They were all taken down on YouTube. Yes, she talked and talked and talked and talked. They shut her down. Now she has another YouTube and she's starting all over again. And anyway, I think I am just about out of time, it says. So I'm going to get off of here for now. And here I am still swinging, y'all. Did I make y'all swing with me? Well, it's a little windy. It's a nice Thursday. It's hot. And y'all, please, 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 please be careful in this heat. If you go to the beach or whatever, bring some water, bring some cold water, and please don't drink it fast. You know how you get hot and you just take that, you just drink it. Don't do that. Please take sips and sips and sips because drinking too much water really fast can do some harm to you. Well, anyway, I think I'm out of time. Please subscribe to my channel, and we got a lot of talking to do about caretakers, pills, about me, how I am talked about. Oh, well, if I don't know how much more time I got on here, but let me tell you real quick. The reason I gave her that story, when y'all, when y'all get on her YouTube and see that story, you'll see where she says that I'm, uh, I was a narcissist to her husband. No, I was not. No, I was not. I wished I had my old other phone. I could show y'all some pictures where he came home twice, all messed up. One was on pills, and he just couldn't even drive. I mean, and I got proof of all this, but I gotta find my other phone. Then he came home one time with cookies. One of his friends gave him a bunch of cookies, and he ate cookies. And I swear, y'all, I ain't lying. He was crawling. He was crawling in the closet, on the floor. We had a big, big argument over that. And his mother heard that. His mother was there. And she questioned it the next day. And she knows what was going on. She knew exactly what was going on. And she knew how he was treating me. Phone? Oh, yeah, I can tell you some things about his phone. But he's very sneaky and smart. Just to let everyone, well, I don't have to let everyone know, but he is sneaky and smart. Someone will call him, or not call him, or message him. He will erase that message really fast so you don't see it. I've had that happen to me several times, y'all. Several times. I even answered his phone one day, and because he left it on the front porch, he was going to go meet somebody and give him some pot. Well, he accidentally left his phone there. The phone was ringing, and I knew who it was. I answered it, and I said, "Hey," I said, "Ruben's on his way. He's going." He said, "No, no, don't tell him to go to the coffee shop. Tell him to come to my house." Well, by the time I hung up, Reuben was turned around, come back and got his phone. He said, "Did you answer my phone?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I knew who it was." There is little things like that. And then he had talked to some girl. I want to say her name was Debbie. All the time. She was calling all the time. And he would just sit there and talk to her. And I thought that was kind of rude. That's not respect. He didn't have no respect for me. Okay, time is out, y'all. I'm going to get off of this. Please subscribe and come on, and I'm going to talk some more, y'all. I got a lot to talk about. So y'all hang with me, and y'all check out some of my cooking, my grandkids. This is normally a very happy channel, YouTube. I normally don't like sit around talking about someone, but when I see something and someone's telling me, sometimes I speak up and tell the truth. You're not a caretaker to others, but you are a caretaker to your husband. Your husband. The pills, honey, you can forget that. He's a pill addict. He's a pothead. He's a gummy head. He does things behind your back and you won't even know it. That's the way he did me. And there's more I can tell you, y'all. So y'all hang with me. Subscribe. Y'all have a wonderful, and yes, I know I'm fat. Well, now, wait a minute. This right here makes me look fat, but I'm not that fat, y'all. But anyway, what I say is I have gained some weight. I was a little tiny, skinny little old thing, and now I'm gaining some weight, y'all. All right. Peace. Catch y'all later. Now I got to figure out how to stop this. Okie dokie. Bear with me, y'all. Did it work?